Before we can discuss styles, we need to talk about themes. Themes are combinations of fonts, color palettes, and effects that control how your document will look and determine what styles are available to you. Every Word document has a theme. The default theme in Office 2010 is called Office. To see the current theme of your document, click the Page Layout tab, point to the Themes button, and Word will report the current theme, which in this case is Office. A theme is an entire set of colors, fonts, and effects that all go together. There are a number of built-in themes, and you can save your own themes. Office, the default theme, is always listed first. The other themes are listed in alphabetical order, and you'll see these names over and over again in the color sets, the font sets, and the effect sets. Each has a thumbnail that shows you the fonts and shows you the colors that are being used. Simply point to a new theme and you'll notice that your document quickly reformats. If I choose a new theme, like Flow, for example, and I return to my Home tab, what I'll find is that the choices that are available here are different than the choices that were here before. When I change styles now, all of my style sets are going to use those colors because styles are based on themes. The fonts and colors that are used here are the same fonts and colors that I select here in my theme. So if I choose Opulent, for example, all purples, and we return, notice that my styles have changed to variations on purple, all of them. If I'm going to change my style, and I think I might change my theme, there's a definite order here. I'll always want to change my theme first. I'm going to return to this theme called Flow. Let's take a look at themes a little more deeply. Each theme starts with a 2-font palette. One font is going to be used for the headings, another for the body font. The default Office theme uses Cambria as my heading font and Calibri as my body font. But there's an Office 2 theme that flips them around, that has Calibri for my heading font and Cambria for my body font. Some, like Office Classic, use the same font twice for both headings and body. You can create a new set of theme fonts. Notice that Flow is selected because Flow is the theme that we chose. But we can choose Rockwell or Hardcover or any other set we wish, or create our own new set of fonts. For example, I'd like to create a set that uses Constantia as both my heading and my body font, and I'm simply going to call this set Constantia 2 or Constantia both. Now I've created a new font set that I can use with this theme or with any other theme. I can also change my color palette. Now if I point to themes now, it will tell me that it's Flow, but if I point to fonts, it will tell me that I'm using Constantia. If I point to colors, it's still Flow. So let's go take a look at how I can modify my color set. I can simply choose a different color set. Each color set consists of text and background, a dark and light color, and then accents. And you'll notice that we see these fonts used in the document. This text or dark background is being used here in this heading. This text color is being used in the body. And then accent 1, 2, and 3 are being used here in my pie chart. So as you create this palette and assign colors, you can either go choose different colors out of the list, or you can choose more colors. If your marketing department can give you the RGB or HSL values for the colors used in branding in your organization, you can come in and create a palette of colors from scratch and save it so that you can apply your organization's branding very, very easily in Microsoft Word 2010. If I create a new custom color set, I'll simply give it a name and save it, and it will show up at the top of my list of colors. I'm going to actually change themes. The theme I'm going to use is called Waveform. I like these fonts. Notice that if I go back home, I'm going to see them reflected here in all of the styles, which are based on the theme. Condera, over and over again. Only one font used twice. But I don't want to use these colors. They're lovely and they're bouncy, but I'd like to have a slightly more sedate look for my definitions of employee status. So I'm going to return to the Page Layout tab and choose a different color palette. And a color palette that we've used a lot here is one called Hardcover. It's, again, the same font. The fonts didn't change, but the colors did. And notice the difference. If I undo that change, you wouldn't think it would make that much of a difference, but it does. Now, I have no longer one theme being used consistently because I've applied waveform, but the color set that I've applied is hardcover. I'm going to save this new theme, this combination of hardcover and waveform, so that I can easily use it again and again. I'm going to click the Themes button, choose Save Current Theme, and I'm going to give this a name. And the name that I'm going to give this, I could use a combination of waveform and hardcover, but what I really want to know is, this is my Two Trees theme that I'm going to use for reports. So I'm going to simply call this Two Trees Report, and I'm saving this as an Office theme. Now note that this is going in my Templates folder. I could actually take this file and send it to somebody else. They could place it in their Templates folder and have access to this theme in the future. This is highly transportable. I can share this quite easily. And not only do I have a theme here in Microsoft Word, I have a theme that I can use also in Excel and in PowerPoint. And here it is at the top of my themes list. So if I change, for example, to angles, and then I want to go back and pick up my theme, here it is again. You can, of course, create your own themes from scratch with color palettes and fonts. After setting all of those things, anytime you want to save a theme, simply choose Save Current Theme. In every Word document, the colors and fonts of the theme are going to be the biggest determinants of your document's appearance. And while you can manually override a theme by selecting text by using these font and paragraph tools that we had been using, notice how fast and easy it is to take advantage of themes by selecting a theme with the font and colors you want, or swapping in a different font set or a different color set. And if you're going to change themes, you want to remember always to change your theme before you change your styles.